So I'm back here with my brother Brett.
Hello.
We're going to open some special edition packs in Legacy of the Force. I tried to pick CCG packs. It seems like they had something to do with, the same era in the game. So special edition kind of opened up the second era of that game. And Legacy of the Force, well, they opened up a whole new 130 years after the Battle of Yavin or whatever era of minis. So we'll open two special edition packs since they got a pretty good deal on a box of these, and open one box of minis. I think we'll do packs first because I open a lot more CCG packs than I do minis boosters. So seems like save the more interesting one for the end. Brett's going to get that box started while I open special edition. 9 card packs for special edition. Pretty sure in all the 9 card sets, the rare is always the last card. And I'll open the other one now, and that way we can just get right to the cards. All right. So this is a pretty cool gun, but it's really only good if you use it on Echo-based troopers who are only good on Hoth, so it's pretty niche. Then Spies. Kind of a cool thing where you can do Death Star plans with them instead of a droid. A couple vehicles. I always like the deep blue of those cards. Womp Rats. This is still a good card today. You retrieve a force for initiating battle. The defender loses 1 force, and they have to spend a force to play an interrupt, so you can ambush them with that, and then if they want to play their card that cancels their battle damage, they're hosed. If they have no force saved. The special edition... I'm going to show that one to Brett real quick. The special edition Starfighters looked really cool when they put them in the game here. And our rare is a ship. Light side ship. I think... Oh, okay. So it's... Yeah. So this is kind of funny. I do wonder if it's the exact same picture or not. Okay, not quite. But, yeah, so the X-Wing Assault Squadron. And so, as I said, the special edition pictures are really cool for the fighters, and now we get 3 fighters in one picture. So, definitely not the best card to get in this set, but it's a good one. And it kind of deploys weird. You don't play it straight to the table usually. There's an objective that allows you to do that. You have to replace 3 X-Wings, and the X-Wings go to your used pile. Power pivot. So operatives were kind of a cool, well, it was a cool idea at least that you could try to control planets that people didn't usually see in Star Wars, but it ended up being a very game-breaking thing, and they had to totally give them an errata. Mirror, you big coward. All sorts of named droids. Another operative. Griata. So I do wonder... when you look into the expanded universe, how many people got their names from Decipher? Did West End Games name a lot of people, too? Is that where we got a lot of...
Yeah, there was, like, the Star Wars Adventure journals back in the 90s, I believe, that a lot of that stuff came from.
Okay.
Short stories and such.
So maybe Decipher took some names from them, but I think also some of them got named in the Decipher sets, especially after special editions came out, because those guys wouldn't have been in the West End Games. It's an Imperial... Oh my goodness. So there's Brett, you've probably heard of this guy. Have you been a Star Wars fan for a while now?
A few years.
Okay. So there's not many deploy 6, forfeit 8 characters. There's not many black clad armor guys that look really cool in the Bespin Carbonite chamber. But this is a Darth Vader Dark Lord set. So this is the best card to get in the whole set.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it's he's got a pretty cool ability where in addition to a weapon, he can make a character straight up lost from a battle, whereas weapons usually make him hit. So, deploying him, you can choke Han. Maybe the opponent was planning to use Han and Leia and have him draw a bunch of battle destinies together with a couple of cards, or Chewie especially. You draw destiny and you can choke them and really ruin their day and blow them out in a battle. So, yeah, that's a pretty awesome pair of packs. But yeah, if you've watched the last video that we did of these, we got a Aura Singh alternate image. And then this one is 2 pretty good cards. But yeah, as soon as I saw the 6/8, there was only one thing it could be, and it's a Darth Vader. So even if we get, I'm trying to think of what the worst piece to get in Legacy of the Force would be. Oh, can you pull out the set list thing?
Yeah.
And then we'll find the piece I want the most, the piece I want the least, and maybe Brett, you can. Thank you. Okay. So, oh, that's convenient. It's all here. All right. So any of the very rares would be pretty good. Darth Tyrannus isn't that great. Dina Shan, General Dodon. So well, Brett you like that Luke, right? He's in black armor.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Apparently nobody else does, but I'm fond of it.
Jagged Fell would be pretty bad. Han would be okay. Delia Blue and Jiraiya Sin aren't great. Okay, I guess, none of the rares here are terrible. I guess I would say Jagged Fell or Dina Shan just because they're not super useful. But, I mean, I sell the pieces too, so it's not like I'm overstocked on anything from this set that's a rare. But any of the very rares in this set are pretty good, except for the worst very rare is probably Leia, just because she's way overcosted. It costed 40 points, and there's a Leia that comes out a couple sets later, the 25-point one that gives you lets you reroll saves.
Oh, that's the one I thought this one was.
Yeah, no. So, well, I actually kind of like this one's sculpt better. So I think maybe the confusion there was I used this piece with that card because this one she's wearing like a white robe with a blue lightsaber. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, any of the Sith very rares would be really good to get. Yeah, but we'll see what we end up with. And the cool thing about this set is that the commons and uncommons all look really good. They did a good job with the sculpts. Do you have a piece, Brett, that is at the top of your list?
I'd be most excited for either a Darth Caedus or a Darth Krayt.
Okay. Yeah, Darth Krayt might be the most valuable one. All right, what do we got first? All right, got a Yuuzhan Vong Shaper. They have kind of a cool ability. I think it's when a Yuuzhan Vong ally is damaged, they get plus 10 damage, or that might be something else.
One moment.
Sure.
Okay.
I think I saw what that was.
Well, the people didn't.
Okay. Yeah. So don't get too excited for the rare guys, sorry. But we'll still see if we get some good commons and uncommons. Oh, yeah, these guys are good. Elite Rebel Commandos. I kind of wish they were dressed more like the Endor Commandos, but a lot of useful abilities. Whoops. Twi'lek Scout. This is probably the piece from the set that I have the most of, but it's going to happen. Human Bodyguard. It might be, well, it's not the cheapest bodyguard in the game, but I think they have 10 more points than the Twi'lek, 10 more hit points than the Twi'lek bodyguard, so you might be able to take more hits, depending on what's damaging you. These guys are cool. They got double attack and regeneration. Problem is they only have 20 HP, so you gotta take only 10 damage before you can use your...
Is that Trandoshan Mercenary, or...?
Yeah. This is actually a resculpt of, yeah, it's a resculpt of the ones from, and I like the Imperial Pilots. It's a resculpt of the ones from Alliance and Empire that looked like the guys from Republic Commando. All right, so it is a Yandadana, so a useful piece, but not what you're looking for when you open Legacy of the Force. It's probably bottom 5, and then we got our cards here. It is interesting how they put the rare on top in both those packs that we opened. I haven't opened enough packs to remember if that's how it always is, but definitely a good idea not to open the cards first if you want to be surprised. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty useful ability, choosing to activate only one character, because you make your opponent activate all their characters, and then...
Sure.
And then, so like if you pair that with Opportunist, which gives you a bonus against activated characters, and you can choose to do it too, so a lot of people, for a while, people are doing squads like this, where everyone activates just one character, and then, yeah, that got pretty tedious, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean... Look at the abilities on these guys. Grenades, Ion Gun, Override, Stealth, Twin Attack.
Yeah. They are neat. 10 damage is a little unfortunate.
Right, but I don't know, depending on the pieces that allow you to bring in reinforcements, I don't know if there's too many for the Rebels, but, if you realize you're fighting a bunch of droids and then can bring in these guys as reinforcements, like Garm Beliblis, I think he lets you do that.
Sounds right.
Shaper, okay. They get plus 10 damage, and it's basically plus 10. Is there any difference between plus 10 damage that's multiplied by critical hits and plus 10 base damage?
Are you asking in minis or?
Well, yeah, in this game, can you think of any difference why? I guess there'd be, because usually plus 10 damage is you just add it on after the critical hits, but I'm thinking functionally that this might as well just say add 20 to their printed damage. Or add 10 to their printed damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Unless there's a piece that says characters the printed damage of this, because then it's like the best of both worlds, because it's multiplied by critical hits and it doesn't count technically as printed. All right, so they're 11 points. The Twi'lek is 10 from Rebel Storm. But I think the Twi'lek has melee attack, so for 1 point more, you get 10 more HP for the bodyguard. I mean, your chances are you're going to get hit twice. Most characters seem to do 20 damage when people include them in squads. All right, so regeneration and 20 HP. So if you get hit, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of neat, but it's a bit of a bummer. All right, Gunner, Industrial Repair. So not really combat type guys, but it makes sense that they have Gunner. So I don't know. I guess you could use them with ATSTs. Rangefinder. Do you think that's a good ability, Brett? Adjacent allies do not move, get +4 attack. For only 7 points.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you have control of the center of the map, right, for the points and
yeah, okay.
once you establish your position. It's probably tough to do when you're on the move, though.
Right, but I guess he can end his turn there, and then as long as somebody has, like, double attack, and it'll at least maybe have them keep their heads down. All right, so that's we didn't get that good of a rare in our. We got a lot of rebels. Whoops, there's a lot of rebels in this set. Got Butterfingers today, but yeah, it's hard to beat a Darth Vader Dark Lord of the Sith. So that's second video that Brett and I have done, and we got a few more coming. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one.